Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another MAT 142 concept session. Today, we're going to be talking about box and whisker plots. My name is Nick, and I work at the ASU Tutoring Center, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, the general form of a box and whisker plot is going to look something similar to this, where you have the box in the middle, and then another line coming out of it. Now, the box position will vary, but this is just kind of like the general form of a box and whisker plot, along with this line here. So this line should be straight, is the median of the data set, right? And then you have the minimum of the data set here, the maximum of the data set here, and then we have the interquartile range here, which is this entire box, right? So the general form and how you will mostly be making interpretations off of these box plots is one, the major indicator of this interquartile range is usually depends on how spread out the data is, right? The larger the interquartile range is, usually the larger the range of the actual data set is, right? And also with saying that, it's important to keep in mind that these outer points are the minimum and the maximum. So if we go ahead and take a look at our example here, it's saying that they want us to create box and whisker plots for each competitor based on the given information. So they don't actually give us a data set here, right? They give us the max and the min, and then also the interquartile range and the median. So going off of that, we'll go ahead and just kind of create like a rough graph here. So I'm going to start at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and then 50. So this is 5, 25, and then 50 here. So we'll go ahead and start with competitor 1. So they say their max is 50 kilometers. This is in terms of kilometers, by the way. Cool. So let me clean that up. So it says that the max is 50, right? And then the minimum is 10. And then our interquartile range is 22 to 35. So it'll be somewhere like here-ish. And then 35, which is here. So this is going to be where our box is. Okay? And then we draw lines from the box to the points. And now the last thing we need to do is draw our median, which is 27. So right about there. So this is competitor 1. Now let's draw competitor 2. So competitor 2, the max is 45. And the minimum is 13. Okay? From there, the interquartile range is 25 to 33. And our median is 29 in this case. So if you notice, competitor 2 has a much smaller interquartile range, right? So what that is basically saying is that competitor 2 was running more consistent distances compared to competitor 1, even though competitor 2's like max and minimum distances ran are pretty close to competitor 1, right? We have 50 versus 45 and 10 versus 13. Those are pretty close, right? But the interquartile range itself is smaller, which indicates that there was a little bit more consistency among competitor 2 versus competitor 1. The other couple of other questions that you might be asked is also who has like the greatest median. So sometimes you might even just be given the box and whisker plot, and you might not even see any of this data above. So if given just a box and whisker plot, you have to determine potentially who has the greater median, right? Who has the greater max, who ran the farthest, right? So in this case, who ran the farthest, it's competitor 1. But competitor 2 had the higher median. So it's just important that you're able to kind of read the graphs like this and just remember the basic plot or parts of a box and whisker plot, right? But other than that, that's all I have for you today. So if you have any other questions on this concept, go ahead and check out the link on your screen right here. That'll direct you to our website that lists out all of the different free tutoring services that we offer. And if you're looking for just more direct one-on-one tutoring, we also have a tutor search function where you can enter in the specific course you're looking for help in, and it'll output a list of all the times that we offer tutoring for that class. But other than that, that's all I have for you today. So I hope you have a great rest of your day and best of luck in your course.